Oh, well, hello there, you beautiful, wonderful, intelligent, incredible human being. I'm Andrea Dawn, and we are here today discussing more yoga asana. And you'll see I am joined by two new members of the family. This is Kazuko, and this is Devi Sita. And they are going to help with our explanation of the posture today. And the posture we'll be discussing is Ananda Balasana. And remember, when we dive even deeper into the meaning behind the posture, it gives us the opportunity to have a deeper experience, which can translate off of the mat into helping create change off of the mat. Why are we doing what we're doing? It gives us a deeper introspection, and that can start on the mat and be a doorway into our life off of the mat. So Ananda Balasana, or happy baby pose, I thought was very appropriate to include our new little crew here because they are the essence of baby. And when we think of what that means and the purity and the innocence and the abiding in our true nature, right? So if we look at Patanjali and our Yoga Sutras, we hear Svarupevastanam, which is to abide in our own nature. Well, what is that nature? What is the atman? And the best way we might be able to explain it is pure, 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 pure. The whole practice is a practice of purification. And where can we see that? How can we even have an understanding of what that is? The perfect place to observe that is babies. And so if you are watching them, that might be a helpful reminder of what your true nature is. So let's take a deeper look and explore Ananda Balasana. Each posture in the physical yoga practice has a Sanskrit name ending in asana. Asana meaning seat or posture. And today we will explore Ananda Balasana, also known as happy baby, sometimes referred to as dead bug pose, which I get it because of the shape, but the whole, yeah. Anyway, when we break down the Sanskrit, we see Ananda, which is happiness or bliss, Bala, which is child, we hear that in Balasana or child's pose, and Asana, which is seat or posture. Happy baby is a popular and more modern posture of which has roots that date back to the 19th century. This posture is restorative in nature and is often practiced towards the beginning or the end of an asana practice. This brings us to the why behind Ananda Balasana. Each posture has potential benefits that are, of course, physical in nature, both internally and externally, and also mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Yet it is important to note that not all of these are true for everyone and are also dependent upon the time, consistency, and sincerity of practice. And I think those three things are really big aspects to consider when we are looking for, in quotes, results, is time, consistency, and sincerity. In general, Ananda Balasana stretches the outer hips, the inner groins, the hamstrings, the glutes, the chest, and the shoulders. It helps to lengthen the spine and release tension in the low back, as well as potentially strengthen the arms. The posture is primarily practiced to address the above stated. However, it can also be a preparatory posture for crow pose or squat or lizard and half squat and many more. Ananda Balasana also holds symbolic, metaphoric, and meaningful significance to our own personal whys. When we consider the Sanskrit translation of the posture as well as the shape itself, we are led to the essence of baby and birth. The purity of new life and the unfiltered joy that can be witnessed in a newborn child or a puppy or a kitten is a reminder of our innate state of being. While yoga certainly promotes repetition and practice, it also encourages us to revisit ourselves and our lives with renewed perspective. How might life feel if we were freed of our heavy beliefs? What curiosity might be stimulated if we decided not to think that we knew anything by the examining and re-examining of what we think we know? How might we be placing our agendas, beliefs, assumptions, and expectations onto each moment of the day? And does that make our moments feel pure or impure? There are so many lessons and blessings that can be revealed by simply observing new life. Allow Ananda Balasana to purify your outdated programs. And perhaps rather than spending your days longing and lamenting, you may just find yourself laughing and skipping. And I really love the reminder of the baby and the child, right? Because there isn't that agenda or the judgment or the doing something to get something. Is it possible to do it for the pure joy of doing it? Because we can, because we have these amazing working bodies that do the thing that we're not even asking it to do. Oh, I'm digesting the food. I have vision. I have hearing. And why have all of these gifts been given to me? But perhaps as a way of discovering that I will never receive happiness or ananda from a material something. And so this gives me that knowledge to know that what I truly desire is to reside or liberate myself from that so that I can experience my true nature or Svarupa Vastana. Okay, so let's, I know we could just watch these cute little kitties all day long, but we are going to demo the posture now. So we're gonna have to move you two. Okay. All right. And we'll come down onto our backs. Now you're welcome to go right into the full posture. However, you could start with a half happy baby or Ekapada Ananda Balasana. Remember, Ekapada just means one leg. So you could start by drawing the right knee towards the chest and then maybe a little bit more up towards the armpit. And then from there, extend the lower half of the leg so the sole of the foot is parallel to the ceiling. Here, you can hold onto the back of the hamstring or you could hold onto the calf. You could also take the same arm as the leg that is lifted, so in this case it's my right, to the inside of the leg, maybe take a big toe hold or hold on to the outer edge or the pinky toe side edge of the foot and draw downward. So I'm drawing my knee and my thigh down to the side of my body. And then from there, you might just check in with your hips. So you might even place your left hand onto the left hip and really press the spine down into the mat, press the sacrum down into the mat. Lots of options. You could find rocking. You could see about extending the leg. Or maybe you want to try the full posture, in which case both knees would come in. And so instead of drawing the knees towards the chest, like we did in our knees to chest pose or Apanasana, we're taking the knees outside of the hips. And then from there, lifting the lower half of the legs. And this is where you want to see, if already your bum is coming way up, you probably just want to hold on to the back of the hamstrings or hold on to the outer shins or the ankles and draw downwards. If that feels accessible to you, then from there you could see about the big toe hold or holding on to outer edges of the feet. Right, and then here we see that happy baby where we might add some rocking and embrace the essence, the innocence, the purity of the posture. And if you don't have baby kittens to remind you, you can just press rewind on this video. That rewind word dates me, but you can just rewatch this video and be reminded of the purity and the innocence of new life. To come out of it, you'll just bend the legs, set the soles of the feet back down. You might add some windshield wipers, and then make your way out of the posture. Okay, so I hope that this video was helpful in understanding Ananda Balasana, or our happy baby pose. It's a great posture to do every single day. And may you know your own purity, your own innocence, and strengthen the resolve to free yourself of everything that makes you think otherwise, so that you even have the idea that it's possible to reside in your own true nature. My heart sees and feels and smiles to yours. Namaste.